Hello and welcome to this video about the Marantz CD-94 Mk2. This in fact is not 94 Mk2, this is CD-95. It's the one that the customer tried to replace the belts himself and stuffed up the display, and he doesn't even know how he has done it. I still haven't fixed it. But what I want to show you is he bought this unit in Japan. This is because it has, you know, beautiful champagne colors and, you know, those heavy metal side panels. But inside it is pretty much exactly the same like 94. But look at the transformer. For starters, on the input, you just don't get any filtering at all. The mains comes in and then goes to the transformer. And look how thin the wires are. Okay, so now let's go to the CD-94 Mk2, and that is a world version. And look at that, you get, well, it's not elaborate filter, but at least you get a choke and a capacitor there and a couple of transorbs, or a couple of actually capacitors and a transorb, and the wiring is much thicker. So what have we got here? As you see, it reads fast, and I really like that. You press the play button and a nice green light comes on. You know, they've just done a lot of stuff. I had it apart because that play button was stuck. It is on double-sided tape. It's mounted on double-sided tape, and that obviously fell off, and somebody put some glue there. It just wasn't right. You know, if I say my company is high-end audio restoration, I couldn't leave it alone. That cost me almost 3 hours, you know, because I had to take it all apart to get to it. And a pause is just as nice. So, and it is in very good condition. You know, all the buttons there are hidden. And oh, let's go to the matter. The unit I've talked about many times before, so I won't stay for too long on that. You have two TDA 1541A S1. S1 stands for single crown. Oh, look, I lost the focus. Should get a different camera. But these are the ones. These are the chips. You know, they used to be $100, and the normal ones were $20. Now for $100 you can buy a standard TDA 1541. So this must be, you know, $250, $300. You know, double crowns used to be $300. I don't know how much they are now. So right there you have $500 or $600 worth of stuff. And that mechanism is CDM1. CDM1 is known for not only its magnetic swing arm and the fact that it's frictionless, but main claim to fame is that the optics were not done from plastic, they were Carl-Zeiss, proper objective there done, you know, but a proper factory. So what I want to talk to you about here is a bit of a warning, because I'm getting all these players now with belt problem. Belts turn in that and in many others into goo, just became like a thick grease, and that took 4 hours for me to clean it. Somebody has been in it, and there is plenty to go wrong. So I'm not saying that this is a rocket science. If you're technically minded, you can do it yourself, but if you're not, don't. So what can go wrong? What could go wrong is, you see, for starters, this mechanism that opens and closes, that works on that mechanism there. Once you stuff it up, there is no spare parts, there's nothing, you know, the actual flap, instead of being nicely worked, you know, it just won't hold it, and it just won't be any good anymore. The second trap is that bar if you want to get to replace the belts, you have to remove that bar to have access. This is the one that operates power, right? Well, first press the power in, and then you can wedge it out. But if you're not careful, this is what will happen. This is a broken bar from the other player. So I'll now have to, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, because you know the bit's there that engages the switch actually goes into the slot. You know, the green bit there goes into that bar. Well, once that bar is broken, I'm yet to work out what I'm going to do with that. So what else is there? In this particular player, the owner has stretched that spring. You see, there is a spring there that creates a tension on that steel wire. That steel wire goes around both rollers, one at the front and one at the back. That has to be fairly tight. And you know, if you don't remove it carefully, you'll ruin that spring, and you won't find spring that hard to replace it with. I mean, I have some, but I just collect things, you know, just for that reason. And also, it is a hard job to put that wire back on both pulleys. And you have to take them out, take that steel wire out, because what I've found is that the grease gets old, and you have to actually remove all the pulleys, those three, and there are further two in there, and clean the shafts from old grease and clean the hole in those pulleys and apply new grease, because otherwise you replace the belt. And I had one unit that pulley there would not even move under pressure with the fingers, so it's not gonna work anyway. So you have to do all this work, and I spent like 4 hours cleaning the damn, you know, belts, and getting that wire took me another hour, even though I've done it many times. But it's very hard. I didn't want to remove the front panel, and it's very hard to actually do it without doing so. Which that was an error of judgment, because then I had to remove the front panel anyway to do the button. So there is plenty there to go wrong, and then of course you have to lubricate that cam, because that cam lifts the clamp. So by all means, have a go at it. But you know, only if you technically minded. So that's all, folks, and sorry for yet again being less than coherent. And until the next one. Oh, I forgot to tell you about capacitors. These are Elna Seraphine, and these are Nippon Chemical, and the rest are normal Elnas. But overall, it's a superb build quality. When I took it apart, just things that I don't know what they even do, and they've put them in there. Well, thank you very much, and till the next one. Bye bye.